Okay, projecting will be my challenge. Siren. I was the waif in the snowbank of the banquet hall parking lot, a voluptuous stray, a bravura drunk, my thoughts encrypted in sugar. Chiming through my rain-streaked gaze, the hues of this week's cocktail, curacao blues, maraschino rage, olive, lime cordial, not bitter. Unplugged from the folk circuit, unhinged by your grin, when the heat deigns to return, the extremities sing pain. The perimeter keeps expanding, shots ricochet round the arch. Catch me if you must. Bake me into the earth's crust. I clawed you from the rock, and now you glisten on my finger. In the marble at your temples, I can trace the throb of doubt. All night, the blind truck river road courses past my house. Sirens swim the butterfly to comfort each shipwreck. And I'm going to recite a couple more from Siren, and then I'm going to read some new poems as well, because I haven't read them in public yet, and I did quite a few readings from the book, and I thought, oh, people will have heard these poems before, but I think most people in this room haven't heard the poems before, so I'm going to switch my title. Reluctant. If nothing less than perfection will do, you're likely in talks with the devil. You could prop up that regime with 1 foot. The emperor never gets stressed. The fortunes in these cookies are all character is destiny. I'm surprised to find myself still on the menu. I must be there for a reason. A blind owl's eyes and the planet Mercury swim into my ken. Blue, unknowable jewels. I've left your tears on the shelf by the door. In the tale of the princess and the pea, what keeps her awake is a pearl smothered in mattresses, the grit at the heart of lust. The moon is a pearl we've lost and found, and lost and found and lost. Let me in, you know my iris. I'll match you brain wave for wave. The page wears a sliver of gold. Sackcloth smothers the hedge in winter. A thorn from that hedge will prick you and spit rubies in the snow. Reluctant, let down your long hair. The offer has almost expired. So wise the swans, doubling back their necks to sleep on their own feather beds. I think I have to dedicate this one to Daniel, which is the poem that won the Walrus Prize, The Coin Under the Leftmost Sliding Cup. Did you feel the earth move? That was our tectonic dance party. The world is a crowded club with all the exits blocked. I might sound like a goose in an opera gown, but I say again, I love you. I'm tired of all this thinking at the very top of my lungs. If only my fingers could keep up, then the dialogue in my head wouldn't unscroll like a 30s screwball in underwater slow-mo. What if the truth of desire lies in Aesop upside down, where the fox's teeth are the unattainable and the grapes full of rationalizations? I'm not too cool to care, though. Nature and I have a lover's quarrel. I adopted the strut of the peacock and the nightingale's nightgown. After 15,000 texts, can we say we have a past? My love for you is ephemeral, elliptical, ekphrastic. Love to me was cotton candy, spangle, collapse, tongue grit. With you, it's sadness scissored out, lights on a suspension bridge. Sport with me. I am the coin under the leftmost sliding cup. Right, left, double crossing, there. Now you're in my pocket. Cell phone, salter, cigarette, gun. We like to set fire to our palms. Rome burns as I photograph flowers or wear them as a bra. Call it playing with fire. Call it connect the dots lightning. Whenever we run down to the lake ascends Sky Mountain. Streetlights an earthbound lunatic, courting June's too perfect leaves. These gardens are a plein air perfume factory, drunk on their own power. The spaceman loved the gumball machine. Beautiful, beautiful. But each time he took her by the arm, she lost another sweet eye. It's curtains for you day, stars eye us from the stage. Ars longa vita brevis kid, long walk, short pier. Just a few new ones, and thank you for being part of this experiment. Peony. I'm the peony's spectacular collapse. A rose withers to a decorative casting of herself, brittle ringlets tiara tarrying in prettiness perpetual. But the peony is a smash hit, a one downpour wonder, 10,000 loose-lipped tool shell lips, a thunder chord of labia in major and minor. Orchidaceous to the 10th, a flaming bedhead, downward grinning mid-stride of pride, flagrant, disinhibited with age. Confectionery blossom, delirium fleur de mal, drowned perfume, a hurricane furled in your throat. Careers Day. In the tale of the three little pigs, you were the lion crouched in wait to gobble after a scalding guzzle of wolf soup. I was the third brick from the left, straw and hay between my teeth, planning my thesis on architecture, but no one ever asked my opinion. Interviews now lined up with the half-ruined lawn chair by the creek in the ravine, the empty wheelchair on the commuter platform. Who wouldn't choose to be a floozy, casting shade from a candy floss cloud, gathering barbs from rose bushes, playing with iridescent elf locks? In a heartbeat, right? As long as it's clear that my new glass voice, like rolling empties crushed to smithereens at the alley's end, is only ever raised in prayer. Air is disturbed, a priest-scent smell of incense and aftershave. Wait, is that in Joyce? I'll set the dish on the table like a sacrament, while you, scholar, look that up, if you will, in this mid-century Bartlett. Nothing but time here. I'll wait. When it's your turn, says Anastasia at the fruit market, struggling with scissors to snip the grapevine. On her phone, she shows me cerulean waves, bright shore across from Athens, my home, we sigh. Each day is devoted to dodging the proverbial Mack trucks out front. My duckling kids trail me. Fate means business on Kingston Road. If it's her fate to be a fate, it's mine to write this down. Two more. Shells, 1. At the hospital for sick kids, 3 a.m., the doctor with her Newfoundland diphthongs, fine net mender, fisher of children, curator of bones in the ocean of blood. Her stitch in time waited hour after hour for skilled stagehands in the theater of night, the whorl of my son's broken thumb in her sights. Before she and an anesthetist began, she said, be the narrator. Say something that will give him good dreams. So I spoke of tiny nautilus, the snails in the ravine that you catch and release. 2. The youngest person alive to have been considered injured in the First World War is now 30. Paul Cooper, Twitter, 2018. On an oceanic Great Lakes shore, the kids and I find shells, invasive, tiny zebra soldiers, preternatural ears. Careful, they're sharp. Listen for the past. Space is far, war is near. In France, if you're injured by a shocked awake shell, you receive a veteran's stipend and a half-price bus pass. The new homes are all up for grabs. If they're just brand new, I haven't really sent them out anywhere, except one has been accepted by the Walrus, and you can guess and tell me later which one you think.
No big deal, no big deal.
You tell me later which one you think it is. So this is the last one. Thank you very much, Daniel, and thank you everyone for coming. I'm so excited to hear the next readers as well. The romance of train travel. Crisis hotline sign by the railway bridge. A 5-month-old Gun grinned and growled. Post-nursing, he's a cat rattle-purring across the aisle. While he was fussing, his mother dandled him upside down. His meow derailed us. Our laughter dipped him in a golden river, all except one heel. To the newly green grass, I whisper, don't exaggerate. No filter. So glam this tinted window, private cinematographer. One brooked ghost Ophelia after another. Vine-covered telephone poles aslant with snarled messages of decades, talk tying up the lines. All those lost calls, lost trains of thought. We hoard cell phones like gems, like glass insulator cabochon. My epoch, my epic, that old millennium. Always someone at the end of the line. Live fire on the hill, blur, a cat, no, fox, staring straight into the lens. Descendant of the 20th century. I just came from there, or so it feels. Of the two of us, only I have the lived experience. What exactly was that brief encounter? Unbow this 21st century box. I twist my ring, savor it, favor it, green Russian garnet set with a pearl beyond price. Her green swirled jealous eyes stare back from double panes while I suck tea through sugar. It's the wrong season for Zhivago. Oh, bittersweet jewelry, the little stab, the nursing blister on Cupid's upper lip. Try Strangers on a Train, or Madeline to Scotty. Because I remind you of her, because I remind you of her. My vertigo at the level crossing. Thank you.